I played here a lot. I really like this place. It's been real good to us. We actually filmed our Live in Amsterdam DVD here, which has sold a lot, and people have seen it all over the world many, many times. So.
Would you still call it a reunion, this gig?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, like last year, we were done. We were finished. You know, I mean, I left in 4.5 years ago, or whatever it was. And then our brother Mike Picaro got sick with ALS, which is a really debilitating, horrible disease. ALS, you can Google it up, and it doesn't end. It doesn't end well. You know what I mean? So David Page called me on the phone, a keyboard player, founding father, if you will. He called me. He goes, "We should do something for Mike." And I said, "Well, I'll do it, of course, for Mike, but I want Steve Picaro and Joseph Williams, the 4 high school brothers that were still left." Yeah. From us, because Joseph was actually our high school friend before Bobby was ever in the band. And I said I wanted to do it with them because it just seemed right. It seemed like a closer, more positive situation, you know. It was sort of organically happened, you know. I mean, we got together for the right reason, for Mike, to help him out, and also help ourselves a bit. And a lot of us are going through like midlife divorce with kids. It's you know, this lifestyle, 35 years on the road, has its dues. You know, it's no one really gets away unscathed. I mean, even though everybody's healthy and nobody parties anymore or anything like that, we still, being away from home all the time, it's really difficult to have a relationship that lasts.
And still you have about, I think, 23 or 24 gigs ahead of you.
Oh, no, if you count my solo stuff, I booked up through March next year. Oof. I'm like pretty much gone. You know? So, I mean, I go home for a few weeks, a month at the most. And then it's like, okay, back out again. This is the life that I lead. Thank God for Skype, because I can see my kids. My kids are going to grow up in front of me on Skype. But when I am home, I'm really home. So I'm really with them. I get up in the morning, I take them to school, I hang with them. I mean, my kids, I got 2 generations. My son is out here now, Trev. He played last night. He's getting ready to start his own record. He's more of a melodic pop rock guitar player. He's not like a shredder or anything like that, but he's
different than you.
Well, you know, he likes a lot of the stuff that, you know, he's always been a fan of all the classic rock bands because a lot of those guys are my friends. He went to school with their kids, and you know, it's kind of like LA is this big melting pot of musicians and actors' kids all go to the same schools because we all live in the same neighborhoods, you know.
Yeah. There you go. That's cool. He's your biggest fan. Oh, really? He's not that tall. He made his drum set same as you, right? Oh, really? Wow. To replace you on the bench. Oh. Whose is this? No, it's a joke.
This afternoon we were downstairs in the main hall, and personally I haven't seen a band that's been around for so long so dedicated towards the fans.
Oh, I hate to call you the word fan because that sounds very teenage. We have friends. I like to tell my friends, you know, because you know a lot of it's second generation even. People really get into us and they really find out about everything about us, all the sessions that we did, all the other artists that we work for, which are thousands of records. If you collectively take each guy individually and look at their discography of people that they worked with outside of Toto, it's staggering. It's probably between 4,000 and 5,000 records. Yeah. It's a lot of stuff over 35, 40 years that we've all been doing. We've been around longer than people think we have. It scares me. I blinked and 30 years went by. Like, what? I think I had a good time. But I've had a really interesting life, and the people that come see us, I mean, we owe everything to them. So, I mean, you know, I'm really actively involved in, you know, all the social networking and stuff like that. My son, Trev, you know, he's the one that got me. He said, "Dad, you got to do this stuff, man." And I'm able to dispel myths, answer technical questions, you know, set list ideas, just say thanks. You know, it's like fan mail that you never used to be able to answer because it was just such a daunting task. Yeah. All of a sudden, it's there. And I don't go out and party anymore, so I mean, I'll wake up in the morning and I have a coffee and then just go, yeah, oh thanks. You know, you can do 1 or 2 letters, but you're acknowledging everybody. Yeah,
it's faster and shorter.
Yeah, because they don't have to sit there and write it all out, and send it and put it in the mail and all that stuff. I mean, all the best intentions. So you know, I'm really trying to make up for all those years that people did send something and I didn't send anything back. I'm sorry, man. You know, we all tried. I mean, we all lived hard. Some of us could take it, and some of us got out. And some of us didn't, so, I mean, you know, I think we're the first generation that was stupid enough to stay up for a couple of days at a time doing stupid shit, you know. We all look back at it because everybody's like me, you know. And we go, like, what the fuck were we thinking? God. It's the wasted time, money, and energy. It's just insane. See, my son's friends, like, you know, they may party a little bit, but they're like, I tell them, they hear the stories, they're, Jesus, Dad, were you really doing all that? I go, yeah, you know, it was just a momentary cultural thing that was happening in LA and actually across the world. Everybody was just this manic partying and a very negative energy, hard, weird drugs, and just what the fuck were we doing? You know?
Wrecking hotel rooms and everything.
I did that once, and then I got the bill.
You should do it once.
And then I got the bill, and
Okay.
never did it again.
Okay.
It was like one of those things, I want to be like Keith Moon or something. You know?
Yeah.
Then I got the bill. To sober you right up.